The symbolic system of the Spring Festival: colors, sounds, food, and numbers. If the ritual calendar of the Spring Festival provides its structure, then its symbols provide its emotional force. Red lanterns, firecrackers, dumplings, couplets, lucky money, and auspicious phrases are not decorative additions to the celebration. They are the language through which the festival communicates meaning. Symbols in traditional Chinese culture rarely function at only one level. They operate simultaneously as aesthetic choices, social signals, psychological reinforcements, and cosmological statements. During the Spring Festival, these symbolic elements converge into a dense system of signs that express protection, renewal, abundance, and continuity. The color red: protection, vitality, and public emotion. No color dominates the Spring Festival more than red. Red couplets frame doorways, red lanterns illuminate streets, red envelopes carry money. Even clothing tends toward red tones. This is not accidental or merely decorative. In traditional Chinese cosmology, red is associated with fire, one of the five elements, the south, and warmth, joy and celebration, vital energy. Yang: historically, winter represented vulnerability, darkness, cold, scarcity. Red: bright, warm, visible, became the visual opposite of winter's threats. To surround oneself with red was to symbolically increase vitality and repel misfortune. The popular legend that a mythical beast feared red reinforces this idea, but the deeper function of red lies in collective psychology. When entire neighborhoods are filled with red banners and lights, individuals experience a shared emotional elevation. The environment itself signals safety and optimism. Red, therefore, does not simply mean luck, it performs luck. It creates a visible field of confidence. 2. Sound and explosion. Firecrackers, as sonic boundaries. If red establishes visual defense, firecrackers establish an acoustic one. The explosive sounds that accompany Lunar New Year celebrations are among the most distinctive features of the holiday. Historically, loud noises were believed to drive away malevolent forces. Yet beyond superstition, there are several layers of meaning embedded in this practice. First, sound marks transition. Midnight on New Year's Eve is not merely observed, it is announced. The explosion of firecrackers creates a rupture between the old year and the new. Time is not allowed to pass quietly, it is audibly reset. Second, noise asserts human presence. In agricultural villages where winter nights were silent and dark, coordinated bursts of sound signaled that the community remained alive and united. Third, firecrackers democratize celebration. Unlike elaborate rituals that require status or wealth, sound spreads freely. It fills public space. It transforms private homes into participants in a collective moment. Even in modern cities where firecrackers are restricted for safety and environmental reasons, the symbolic logic remains. Recorded fireworks, televised countdowns, and synchronized celebrations continue to mark the turning of the year with spectacle and intensity. 3. Food as encoded language. Dumplings, fish, and rice cakes. Food during the Spring Festival is never neutral. Each dish carries linguistic, symbolic, and social meanings. 1. Dumplings. Jiaozi. In northern China, dumplings are the quintessential New Year's food. Their crescent shape resembles ancient silver ingots, symbolizing wealth. The word jiao also suggests transition or exchange, and zi refers to the first of the earthly branches in traditional timekeeping. Together, dumplings metaphorically represent the transition between old and new. Preparing dumplings is often a collective activity. Family members gather to roll, fill, and fold them together. This shared labor reinforces cohesion and participation. Eating dumplings at midnight becomes an act of entering the new year as a unified unit. 2. Fish. Fish is almost mandatory on the New Year's table. The Chinese word for fish, yu, is a homophone for surplus or abundance. Serving fish expresses the wish for abundance year after year. Importantly, fish is often left partially uneaten. The act of not finishing the dish is deliberate. It symbolizes that surplus should remain, extending into the future. Thus, food here is not merely nourishment. It is a spoken wish encoded in edible form. 3. Rice cakes. Niangao, or glutinous rice cake, shares a pronunciation with the phrase meaning higher year by year. Eating it expresses hopes for progress, whether in career, education, or status. The sticky texture itself carries metaphorical value. It suggests closeness and cohesion within family relationships. Across regions, dishes differ in ingredients but follow similar symbolic logic. Round shapes represent reunion. Sweet flavors signify harmonious relationships. Whole ingredients imply completeness. The New Year's table becomes a narrative surface upon which families project their aspirations. 4. Numbers and linguistic auspiciousness. The Spring Festival is also governed by numerical symbolism. Even numbers are generally preferred, as they imply pairing and balance. Gifts are often given in double quantities. Weddings and other joyous events similarly favor symmetrical numbers. The number 8 is especially prized because its pronunciation resembles the word for prosperity. 9 suggests longevity and continuity. These associations influence not only gift-giving but also monetary amounts placed in red envelopes. Language plays a central role in this system. Because Chinese contains many homophones, phonetic resemblance becomes symbolic opportunity. Words that sound similar to fortune, wealth, or harmony are actively incorporated into decorations, couplets, and greetings. This linguistic creativity transforms everyday speech into a tool of wish-making. During the Spring Festival, people are especially cautious with language. Negative words are avoided. Positive phrases are repeated. Speech itself becomes ritualized. The red envelopes. The circulation of blessing, the giving of red envelopes, lucky money, is one of the most emotionally charged practices of the holiday. On the surface, it is a transfer of money from elders to children. At a deeper level, it performs several functions. It acknowledges generational hierarchy. It redistributes resources within the family. It symbolizes protection and blessing. Historically, the money inside was meant to suppress evil spirits and protect children from harm. Today, it often contributes to savings or small pleasures, but its symbolic structure remains intact. The envelope's redness matters as much as its contents. The wrapping frames the act as auspicious rather than transactional. The money becomes less a payment and more a tangible wish. BI. The inversion of food. Playing with fortune. One of the most visually striking symbols during the Spring Festival is the character Fu Fortune, often pasted upside down on doors. The inversion is intentional. In Chinese, the phrase upside down sounds similar to arrive. By placing fortune upside down, households symbolically announce that fortune has arrived. This playful manipulation of language illustrates a broader feature of the festival. It allows for creative reinterpretation of signs. Humor, wordplay, and optimism converge to reshape reality linguistically. The symbol as emotional infrastructure taken together, these colors, sounds, foods, numbers, and characters form a coherent symbolic system. Each element reinforces the others. Red banners accompany explosive sounds. Auspicious phrases echo the meanings encoded in dishes. Gifts circulate within a carefully maintained hierarchy. The Spring Festival, therefore, is not simply a celebration of time passing. It is a carefully constructed environment in which symbols are activated to stabilize uncertainty and express hope. In a world historically marked by climatic risk, economic fluctuation, and social change, the symbolic system of the Spring Festival provides continuity. It tells participants, the cycle continues. The family endures, prosperity is possible. Renewal is assured. Symbols do not eliminate uncertainty, but they make it livable.